I just spent, and I'm still spending, I've been on this email now for an hour, and trying to answer someone that just won't have it, that on the way that we do the rules and stuff. So I've tried to explain to them that what they've bought is in advance order, and you know, they want their Paddington, and they want their Paddington now, and they know it's been released because the Royal Mint and Change Checker have said so. So I get some really nasty email telling me that I've had their money for X amount of time, and I've had their money for months, and I'm a crook, and they've been released, and I should give them. So when I've replied to them, like I generally do, with a standard bit of blurb that says, you know, think you may have misunderstood or whatever, and I try and explain in that email that they need to go back and read the item description, and I try and explain that they need to read and understand what it is that they're buying into, and I can't send them their Paddington coin because it's not been released yet. And then they go and put in a PayPal dispute because they've not received the coin, and I've got to try and deal with that and answer that. Well, I've had, because we don't get that many, we probably get one in a 50 or 100 customers that are not reading what they're buying, and therefore they're not reading the description, they're not understanding what we're all about, they're not understanding anything. They've just bought a Paddington, they want a Paddington, it ain't. They've got an email that says your item will be delivered in 7 days, and then they stop reading, and they don't read the next sentence that says unless it's an advance order, and then they send me these messages and so on, and it just takes time. Well, I've had about 20 of these this week. That's taken up about 20 hours of my time. That's half my working week. So I haven't managed to do a fraction of the work I wanted to do. I was about 300 emails behind. I've now caught up on some of them. Quite a lot of those, but not enough. And when I get stuff like this, it's just, I can't not answer it, because if I don't answer it, I could get myself in trouble with them, you know. It's rather rude of me if I just go and refund them and say, look, you're not listening, you're not reading, you're not understanding, so take your money and please go away and go somewhere else. I mean, I even have them, when it gets like this, I have some people, unfortunately not many, but I do have some people say to me, I don't want to watch your videos, I don't want to read your newsletters, I want an update on where's my coins. Now, what do you do with that? You've got to try and explain to somebody, my newsletter, that is your update. My video, that is your update. And if I don't mention anything else other than what I've mentioned in the video, that's it. That's all I've got to say. But that is the update. Well, I haven't got time to watch a video, so I want an update. And I probably get about 12 of those a week. 10, 12 of those a week. Which out of over 1,000 is not bad, but it does cause a few problems. So I thought I'll just whack the video on while I'm doing this, explain that, and I'll put that, I'll add this into me video mix. But there you go. So this week, unfortunately, because of this, my time has been slaughtered. I've got to do better, must do better, must find a better way to do it. Not my best week for collecting letters this week. 55,000 10p's we've gone through, and found about 14 letters.
Really?
So not too good. This is part of a typical day, going back to the bank.
If you got, what, do you reckon you got 50,000 coins in the boot?
That's John.
Hey?
Say hello. That's John.
Hello.
Cool, isn't it?
Who we are, are we?
2 months ago, he was dead, dying. Look at him now, driving a flipping car, taking me to the bank. Long may the immunotherapy continue, that's all I can say. So that's what 55,000 10p's looks like in the boot of the car. You on? You on? So this is in the back of the car, and this is in going back to the bank, from a different bank, but this is where we're going back. Can't imagine. Another part of my day. Okay, so getting to the information that everybody's waiting to hear. Let's move that. Look at that. There's my friend put a coloured stone pictures on stones, little hobby of hers. Anyway, I digress. So the information that everybody's waiting to hear, hanging on like a thread, is what have we got and what haven't we got, what's released, what's not released. So Jane Austen Frankenstein, this is the £2 coins, Jane Austen Frankenstein, World War One, RAF, all the RAF coins, and James Cook especially. None of those out yet. We're checking the new coins through the post office, and they're not out yet. Yes, they're out on package coins, but they're not out on general release yet, so it's going to be a little while yet. The 2018 vote, not out yet, and Beatrix Potter 2018, not out yet, and neither is Paddington, obviously. So none of those coins are out yet, even though, and if you're one of those customers that have received an email from people like the Royal Mint or Change Checker telling you that it's been released, it hasn't been released. It's only been released on package coins, not general release. Okay, so that's that. What I'm going to start doing is, instead of tying myself up with lots of, there's a clip that you would have seen a few minutes ago, with me trying to answer emails, etc, etc. So what I'm going to just start doing is, when people write to me asking for an update, I think the best thing I can do, and the most sensible and simple thing I can do, is actually just give them the link to the latest video. I know that there are people that refuse to watch the videos, but and still want an update, which sort of doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's what I might start doing in order to save me time on the amount of emails that I have to deal with. So that might work. Well, we'll give that a go for a week and see what happens. I'll let you know about that next week, week after. Sorry that the email, the update has not been every week. It's supposed to be every week, but for over the last month, we've done it sort of every 2 weeks, and that's because, well, to be honest, no other reason than I've just got so behind and so busy and not been able to do it. And sometimes I look at myself on the camera like now, and I think to myself, well, what else am I going to say? Because the important ones that we're all waiting for, there's no more news on those. And of course, the longer I leave it, the more emails I get. So, but you know, mustn't grumble and all that. We're getting there. Okay, so there's a list of all the ones that we're interested in. Now we've got the letters, the 10p letters. Now that is something that's moving. We are moving slowly. We're probably sending a couple of those out every week, or maybe 3 or 4. Obviously, if we got the better condition, the uncirculated customers come first, as was explained at the time. If we can do them, but we're still short of a few letters. That reminds me, one of you has sent me some coins, and I haven't paid you, and the bit of paper that I had, I've mislaid. So now I don't know who it is. But you do, because one of you has sent me some coins on trust and I haven't paid you. So if that's you, can you please get in touch? Send me an email or send me a text, just to G me up and say, this is whoever, I sent you whatever, and you haven't paid me yet. That'd be great, and I can look into it. If I have paid you, and I've done it through the rewards program, then it will be in there, because I make a note each time I do it. But I'm absolutely sure there is one customer that that sent me some coins, and I ended up busy for a couple of days, and sort of I opened the package, put the paperwork down, and now I've mislaid it. Stupid, really. So I'm really sorry about that to that customer. I get in touch. I'm still looking for letters. I'm looking for Y, I'm looking for B, and those two specifically, and I'm looking for a few other letters. So if you've got spare letters and you want to sell them, then get in touch. 50p for the ones that we haven't got, 30p for the ones that we have, paid into your rewards account. Alright, so that will help us get a few more of those. Now, what else? So other than that, you know, I can't make the letters go any faster because there are 26. We're trying to put 26 together, and we've got to find all of them. So the idea of sending out part sets just didn't work, and having people write in and say, well, I don't mind having a part set, and then somebody else would email in and say, I don't want a part set, I want mine all together. Someone else will email in and say, well, I don't mind having mine in a bit here and a bit there. And of course that just then, we tried to do that, and that became a nightmare on its own, so we stopped doing that now. Okay, so what else do I want? I'm looking at a bit of paper here that I've got here, so I've made some notes on it. So oh yeah, so I've got a couple of these, which is the one that, there you go, see the coin better there. This is the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They got married a little while ago, and this is the £5 coin that that commemorates that. So I've got a couple of these extra. So would you like one for free? Two of them for free. For one person, you get one free. Will go to someone, because I put the videos on our Facebook. So if you leave a comment on the post for this video on Facebook, I'll get Tony to choose one of those next week, at the end of next week. Well, when I do the next video, I'll get him to choose one, and that person will win one of these. And just leave a comment. I'm not allowed to ask you to share. I'd love you to share, but I'm not allowed to ask you to share, so leave a comment. Yeah, so leave a comment. I was thinking then, how about just getting everybody to write a comment and say, I totally understand the way you work. And I'm thinking, yeah, that'd be really good, because then if anybody comes on and says the opposite of that, they can see everybody's comments and know that there is a way of we do it. But maybe that's not. Just leave a comment. Just leave a comment on the Facebook, and one of you will get one of these, right? Now, for the other one, I'll do a second one. Leave a comment on this post on YouTube. So say something on this post on YouTube in a comment, and we'll pick one of you to win this. Okay, so that's two of you getting that. All right, so that's it for the moment. I forgot the voucher code. This week, as a one-off, 25% off anything you like. So instead of having a pound or whatever, 25% off anything you like for this week, but it's only going to last a week. I'm not leaving this voucher code open for longer. I'm going to make this voucher code only last for 7 days until next Friday. 25% off anything you like, site-wide. And the voucher code is in capital letters, all one word, site-wide. SITEWIDE. So site-wide, 25% off anything you like for the next 7 days. And see how that one works for you. Over to Aaron quickly.
Hello everyone, my name's Aaron and this is what I've found today. I've been sorting through 2,500 20p coins. My highlights of the day: 4 coins from 1985, 7 coins from 2008 with the Old English Rose reverse print, and these coins from 1992. In this year, the Queen's portrait was enlarged, meaning both sizes were in circulation. You can see the size difference in the portraits by the width of the neck and the space between the portrait and the coin's border. That's all for today, see you next time.
So the box at the back of the wardrobe, remember that box? 20p's, being as we just see now and on the 20p's. The 20p's that you want to put in your box for your kids, your grandchildren, or for your own pension. They are 1984, 1985, worth between 2 and 3 quid each. 1986, 15 quid because it's a proof year, and you do find it in your change. 1988, couple of quid. 1991, couple of quid. 1992, couple of quid. 2008 Thistle, between 2 and 3 quid. And if you go back to the 1992, you've also got the small lead. The small lead is worth 7 or 8 quid. So these are the ones you need to be putting in the back of your wardrobe. Don't forget, save them, look in your change, all right?